The referee blows his whistle and the match begins. Rayo Vallecano comes out with everything, pressing high from the first second. Isi Palazon and Oscar Trejo move between the lines looking to make things difficult for Barca. Inigo Martinez and Koundé have to play short to avoid losing possession, while Ter Stegen gives instructions to stay calm. Minute 6, 10 vertical bar. Barca's first warning. Barcelona begins to gain ground with Pedri and Fermin Lopez controlling the midfield. Robert Lewandowski receives a through ball from Pedri, but his shot goes just wide. First scare for Rayo. In the stands, the home fans increase the pressure with deafening chants. Minute 11, 15 vertical bar. Ter Stegen saves. Barca Christensen makes a mistake in the ball. Alvaro Garcia recovers the ball, gets into the box, and shoots. But there's Ter Stegen, who with a spectacular save prevents the 1-0. Rayo Vallecano shows they didn't come here to speculate. Minute 16, 20 vertical bar. Yamal begins to shine. Young Lamine Yamal receives the ball on the right, takes on Espino, and leaves him behind with an electric dribble. A tense cross that Joao Felix almost misses.
Xavi shouts from the sidelines, "More speed, more intensity."
Minute 21, 25 vertical bar. Pedri controls the tempo. Barca settles into the opposition's half. Pedri and Gavi combine very fluidly, trying to filter passes between the lines. Rayo Vallecano retreats, defending with two compact lines. Lewandowski becomes a little frustrated by the lack of space. Minute 26, 30 vertical bar. Rayo responds strongly. A ball is stolen in the middle. Oscar Valentin sends a long pass to Raúl de Tomas, who controls it inside the box. A cross, but the ball just grazes the post. The Camp Nou breathes a sigh of relief, while the Barca fans who traveled all the way to Vallecas. Minute 31, 35 vertical bar. Barca's goal is disallowed. Great team play by Barca. Pedri passes to Lewandowski, passes back to Joao Felix, and goal. But wait, offside. VR confirms the offside position. The score remains 0-0, but Barca is starting to become more dangerous. Minute 36, 40 vertical bar. Barca goal 0-1. Barca awarded a penalty after a clear foul on Fermin Lopez. Lamine Yamal prepares a great goal. The young star fools stole Dimitrievski and puts the Catalans ahead. At just 17 years old, he displays tremendous composure. Minute 41, 45 vertical bar. End of the first half. Rayo tries to react before the break. Isi Palazon attempts a shot from outside the box, but Ter Stegen responds confidently. Barca manages their lead well, patiently handling the ball. We go into the break at 0-1. Minute 46, 50 vertical bar. The intensity returns, the second half begins, and Rayo comes out determined to equalize. Fran Perez comes on strong, winning duels and launching dangerous crosses. Koundé and Inigo Martinez struggle to clear every ball in the air. Minute 51, 55 vertical bar. Joao Felix almost scores a deadly counterattack from Barca. Yamal starts from his own half, combines with Pedri, and delivers a perfect pass to Joao Felix. He shoots across the field. But Dimitrievski saves Rayo with an incredible dive. Minute 56, 60 vertical bar. Ter Stegen is decisive again. A free kick for Rayo. Isi Palazon takes a masterful shot, a poison ball that flies into the corner, and Ter Stegen flies. The German is holding Barca back with key saves. Minute 61, 65 vertical bar. Barca loses control. Rayo begins to grow, wins possession, and applies pressure. Alvaro Garcia breaks down the left, sends a cross into the box, and Raúl de Tomas heads wide. Xavi urges his players to calm down, but the atmosphere in Vallecas is fiery. Minute 66, 70 vertical bar. Rayo goal, 1-1. Vallecas explodes. Fran Perez receives a through ball from Trejo, gets between Christensen and Inigo, and blasts past Ter Stegen with an unstoppable right-footed shot. It's a fair draw for what Rayo was trying to do. Minute 71, 75 vertical bar. Barca on the attack. The draw doesn't help Barca, who push forward. Xavi brings in Rafinha to look for more depth. With his first touch, the Brazilian tries from outside, but Dimitrievski sends it out for a corner. Minute 76, 80 vertical bar. Rayo holds on. Vallecas' men retreat with everything they have. Lejeune and Catena clear every cross that reaches the box. Pedri continues to look for connections, but the gaps are minimal. Minute 81, 85 vertical bar. Lamine Yamal on the verge of a brace. What a play from Yamal! He cuts inside, curls a shot, off the crossbar. The youngster is proving to be Barca's best player, but luck isn't on his side this time. Minute 86, 90 vertical bar. Heart-stopping finish. In the final minutes, Barca goes all out in attack. Lewandowski heads a Rafinha cross, but the Rayo keeper clears it off the line. On the counterattack, Fran Perez almost scored a brace, but Ter Stegen reappears. Full-time final score, Rayo Vallecano 1 FC Barcelona. A draw that didn't feel like much for the Catalans, but one that Rayo celebrates like a victory. Lamine Yamal and Fran Perez were the stars.